Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Underhood Show, presented by Hambelton Ford. I'm Phil Nightingale. Morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Beautiful land out there in Cake Land today.
It is.
A little crisp.
That's
You say that?
it's freaking almost the end of December, so I guess a little crisp is it was last week when we were in Indy, it was cold on I don't know, what was it, Monday, Tuesday. One of the days. Made me appreciate we were in Kansas.
Yeah, I get it. Josh, I wonder what all channels we have airing.
So I did go through that. I think we're good. We can view that up here.
There it goes. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah. I think
it's a little delayed for some reason.
Yeah, it is. So just getting started on some, for sure. So
yeah. Anyway, Gus is already making fun of my shirt, Josh, but he can't complain about no black. But look at Joshua with black on.
Whoa! I didn't know black.
I'm doing a single rear wheel now, Josh. It's not a dually here like yesterday. So now I'm headed to a funeral after the show, so we might have to cut the show a little bit short. Good friend, good customer, accidentally got ended his life, so we're gonna celebrate his life here in a little while. So anyway, let's get things kicked off here. It's a call-in show, right, Josh?
Yes, it is.
316-462-3673. That's the number to the front desk. Tell the girls you want to get past in the podcast. We'll take your question, answer your questions, whatever it might be. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, and for each and every caller, Josh, what are you going to send out to them?
We're going to mail it out to you, but it's going to consist of the works, which is an oil change and tire rotation. We use Motorcraft oil and filter products here at Hambelton Ford. When we're performing that, we're also going to complete a multi-point inspection, checking over the brakes, tires, steering, suspension, all the safety-related components on your vehicle. You'll also get yourself $10 to Mel's Diner, so you can get yourself something to eat and drink while you're here with us at the Big Corner. Complete nitrogen for your tires, so you get all the great benefits that nitrogen has to offer. And then a BG products package, which consists of a can of MOA or motor oil additive for your engine oil, and then 44K for your fuel system. Again, just getting that vehicle geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving.
All right, let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. Yeah, Josh, I can't believe it's a holiday season.
It is crazy that it's come up this time of year. I don't know if it's just being busy or the weather, not as cool as normal or what, but it just to say that December is winding down it is crazy.
I had to look at the calendar to see when it ended because I wasn't sure next Tuesday. So
yeah.
But anyway, Jeff Daniel, happy holidays to you too. Anyway, everybody, it's our hours here. Today's our last day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to be closed and all the way through the 25th, of course, and we'll open up normal hours on the 26th, and the rest of the year it's normal hours for our store. So just nice little good break that we have. So it's going to be a fun time. I don't know what I'm going to do with all my time, Josh.
That's so I was thinking about this the other day. Aside from going to bed the end of the evening and waking up and it's Thursday morning.
Oh, it's going to feel like that. I know. Next thing you know, it's going to be Thursday morning. We're ready to be back here and stuff too. So yes,
it's definitely, it's nice to be able to allow the employees or even for myself to spend the time with the family over the holiday season for sure. So
I kind of like it too. Just kind of weird to be off for 4 days in a row. I should say.
I will say that it will be different,
but it's going to go fast.
Yeah,
but that's okay
in the blink of an eye. So what do you think? Question for the listeners out there: what do you think propels Santa's sleigh? I know the answer to this already.
Oh,
yeah,
but it's a reindeer,
huh?
It's a reindeer.
Well, so I think the reindeer are just a.
Oh, you think you got a secret motor to that thing or something in the back?
Yeah. And I didn't know that until, what was it, last night or the other night?
Really?
Yeah.
How's that, Josh?
I found out where the motor went. Somebody took the motor out of Santa's sleigh.
Okay, I'm still listening.
I heard it fire up for the first time the other night.
Now I'm following.
Are you tracking me now?
I am following.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just hope you didn't ruin Christmas. That's all.
Well, I'll tell you, that wasn't my idea. Just so you know.
To ruin Christmas?
No,
Oh, to fire it up.
to fire it up.
Yeah.
It was not my idea.
Yeah.
I did not want to do it yet, but I got coerced into doing it. So just so you all know, we fired up for the first time. Well, I shouldn't say the first time, but the first time at the dealership. We fired up Team 3J's late model motor. And for everybody wondering, yes, it is a Ford motor inside this late model. But yes, that's what's propelling someone to rob Santa's sleigh. Well, let me tell you, if Santa had that for a motor, that's probably why he goes so fast.
I don't know what he'd do for a fuel tank. That's what concerned me a little bit. But then we've already got
smart ass coming in here, don't we? As we'd call it.
Yeah.
But that motor's pretty healthy, isn't it, John?
I couldn't believe that thing. That sounded really good.
Yeah, I sent you some videos when we were up there in Manhattan picking them up and stuff too.
It just didn't do it any justice.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. And Josh, we wrapped it to about $4,000 in there. And when you set the timing and set everything up, it's $6,000.
Okay.
So it's just
yeah.
I just didn't have enough guts yet to hit that throttle like that from that part. So yeah, it is pretty healthy, and it'll be on the showroom here after Christmas. We're going to put it on the showroom display, and then we've got to take it up to Willie's Carburetor to get the tune and stuff done on it yet too. So hey, we got a caller, Josh.
Oh, we do here. Yeah, maybe they know what where they got a lead on Santa's sleigh, his engine, where it went.
Jared, the cam phasers on the Fords, but you know what? I don't know about them camshafts.
Yeah, I was going to say, how about
those
cam and lifters on
lighting up on the old 6.2 GM motors, or how about the big massive recall they got on those motors now too? I'm not sure about that. You're probably 10 years behind here. That's why you can't catch up what's going on in the real world. So we got a caller.
We do. We'll get him.
Zach Delbert's going to get on the line here in just a minute, and from that part. So, but Jared, yeah, you can stack all you want, but everybody manufacturer has their issues from that part. How about that Chevrolet we had the intake off of yesterday? That Chevrolet diesel.
I don't think that was Chevrolet's problem though, but
we're going to blame it on Chevrolet.
Well, okay.
Chevrolet wouldn't warrant you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the phones and talk to Delbert. Delbert, good morning. You're on Live with Under the Hood.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everyone at Phil's Land.
There you go. There you go. Delbert, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I wanted to get in early because I got stuff to do. So, got to go pick up my car from getting the hail damage fixed.
Hail damage?
I was going to say, where'd you run into hail at?
At my house.
From the summer, though?
September 25th storm.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it came through. It looked like it was going to miss us, and then the hail just expanded outward from the storm and just came and pummeled my house for 20-25 minutes. Not mine now. Hers was in the garage.
Got lucky on hers then, right?
Yeah.
So was it all PDR repairable stuff, or did you have to do some body work?
No, all PDR repairable, hopefully. We'll look at it today and verify, but I think so. It was all lots of little tiny ones that you could barely see. But that gray really shows them, so versus white.
Yeah, I get it.
So if you live in the hail belt, folks out there, get a white vehicle. It's a lot better for not seeing it.
White or silver. White or silver. That's very true. Very true. So you got big plans for the holidays? I don't have
anything to report. So just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year, and all that good stuff.
It is coming, whether we want it to or not.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's a good question. Recently, since you guys updated the computer, not blaming you, just saying this is what's happened since. The lane assist, I can't seem to turn it off.
Turn it off?
Yeah, the button on the steering wheel, it doesn't let me turn it off. It stays on all the time, so I have to fight it when I'm driving, even when I'm just regular driving.
Well, I never turn it off, number one. If I get in the car, I turn it on just to have it on. But
you go east-west a lot. The wind is tearing you up, man, down here.
Yeah, I don't know that an update would have changed that.
I wonder if there's not something going on in the button.
Yeah, you got to be something in that button. It's got to be.
And I'll spit on it and wipe it down and see what happens.
I'm not sure I'd do that, but you can try something of that nature. But I don't know if I'd spit on it from that part. But yeah, I don't, it's got to be something on that button or whatever to make that thing, because an update wouldn't have changed that as much as the update King.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so either, but it just seems, and I just noticed it the last couple of weeks. So, I mean, but that's the only thing that's changed is you guys went in there and did the update that Ford required for the recall.
Yeah, I'm going to say that coincidental, maybe. I mean, there could be something in the programming that it didn't take all the programming, but I would say more than likely there's an issue with.
What did we do both? Have we done both your Bronco Sports, Darryl?
The other one didn't require it. Hers was made 2 months after mine, right? Yeah, mine was January 2nd. Hers was March, like 12th or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't think the update did that, Delbert. I think there's something else issue.
And her digital display is different than mine as well.
Yeah.
Well, I guess put a little spin on it and see if that fixes it. I don't think it's going to fix them.
Let's take a look at it.
Let's take a look at it.
Is what we need to do.
Exactly. So
for sure.
Yeah.
No worries. We'll get it there eventually.
Hey, do you think
it's not something I can't deal with?
That a Chevy engine or a Ford engine powers Santa's sleigh?
Well, I think it's a you're not going to like this, Toyota.
Whoa!
Where did that come from?
You gotta hang up button over there.
Toyota's just outbid
because it's got a toy in the name.
30 years.
Oh,
that's what that is.
Yeah.
But actually, whatever it is, the Air Force is refueling him as he goes every night. And you haven't looked at my Facebook post, and you need to, and you'll see what I'm talking about. He was being refueled the other day doing a test flight.
Very good.
Yeah. All right.
So I believe the 22nd over there at McConnell also refuels him on occasion. So whatever he's being powered by.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there you go. So, well, anyway, Del, we're going to look at, see if they put a little spin on that old button, see if that fixes it, but I know it's not going to. Then we're going to pray out the next time you're going to be closer, come down. You just got to make an excuse to come see us.
We'll definitely do that, probably in January after you're all done with the new year and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's always a good reason to come up there and see y'all.
There always got to be some excuse, right?
The wife just said road trip, so she's in.
All right, let's go. Well, Delbert, have a
you
great.
Guys have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Have a great Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff, and talk to you soon, buddy.
And let's go racing, April.
Trust me, I wish we were. So, all right, buddy. Delbert, you and your wife, happy holidays, buddy.
Happy holidays, all.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, got another caller coming up on the line. We'll get going here. I'll answer a few things on chat. Jeff Danny, have you ordered any 25 Explorers? Yes, I have. Got a lot of them in the order bank. Got several short orders in there, Jeff, and should be, I'm going to say March was when we're going to start seeing, because some of the build dates I'm seeing on them and stuff already from that part too. Oh yeah, Jeremy Kane's got a good reindeer emissions.
I hear that.
Mr. Shivers is still getting cocky over here. He's talking about somebody tuning a carburetor because he probably doesn't even know what a carburetor is. He's too young to even know what that is.
I don't.
You know how Shivers? I bet you can't even overhaul a carburetor. I can do it blindfolded.
I don't know where he's at. He may have worked on more carburetors.
No. If that came in, he'd throw it out. I can't touch it. See ya.
Take it to the dealer.
And that big Ford motor, it's got a carburetor on it, and you got to see the carburetor. It's called a twin blade. It's not a 4-barrel. It's a 2-barrel.
There you go. Hey, let's go. Let's go to the phones and talk to Larry. Larry, good morning. You're on live with Under the Hood.
Yeah, guys, I've been chasing a emissions problem on my 2008 Lexus seems like for a couple of years. It'll come on like it's on right now, and it'll be on most of the winter. And then the weirdest thing about early June starts to warm up, check engine light goes off, stays off, clear till fall. Does it every year. So there's something in the emissions system that's just kind of wokey.
Do you know what your codes are, or what your?
Well, the codes, when you pull the codes on, it's leading you down the path of emissions. Like can't remember what the code was right now. I don't have it in front of me, but that's what it is. And I think what the problem might be, there's something under the intake manifold. If you pull that off, I'll bet there's something there that's doing this, because everything outside of that, if you under the hood, look at stuff, all those little actuators, they're all working. I've checked all those. And so it's got to be something. In fact, I had it in there a couple of years ago, and you guys checked it, and you came back with the air pump. But I don't think that's it, because I can hear that thing run. When you first start the car, you can hear it. You can hear that air pump run, and then it cuts off in about 30, 40 seconds. So I don't think that's it.
Well, looks like we need to get it back in again. Check it out one more time.
Yeah, a couple things. Go ahead.
I think so.
Yeah. A couple things I would wonder about, just when you're talking about temperature having an effect on it, and I would wonder about a vacuum leak, if there's not something.
A vacuum leak? Okay.
Yeah, somewhere. And then also, I mean, just because you hear the air pump running doesn't necessarily mean that it's producing enough volume to be able to do what it needs to do. So I don't know. It sounds like you got something running either rich or lean, or something along those lines. So, but let's.
So you're saying just because I hear that air pump run doesn't mean that it's
pumping the air?
Correct. Or that the system's sealed up and getting the air where it needs to go too. If it's leaking it somewhere along the lines, that could be an issue as well. So we'll get
the weirdest thing. Why does it go off though when the weather warms up, and then it stays off most of the summer?
You know, when you get like I'm thinking of like a gasket or a seal or something, and temperature is involved. It could be a matter of it sealing, not sealing. In those cases, just based on temperature. You know, it's amazing how much stuff changes. You know, just in temperature.
Right.
So
well, I guess we need to run another check on it.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's get it in here and
definitely agree with that.
See what we can figure out before we learn.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Have a great day. Merry Christmas.
You too. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Bye.
All right, let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. Anyway, you know, I started thinking about Mr. Shiver's comment up there. We were talking about the Chevrolet. We pulled the intake off, and it wasn't Chevrolet's fault. But going back to those cam phasers, if people would maintain their trucks correctly and change the oil as often as they need to, that cam phaser situation wouldn't be there. Kind of like that 6.6 diesel we're fighting over. That's under 40,000 miles, and they pulled the intake off of it, and it looks like it's had one oil change, maybe.
Yeah.
That cam phaser thing, I get it. It's an expensive repair and everything else too. But if we did maintain our trucks, because that's what's happening, those fan phasers, they have the holes that go in there to feed the oil plug up.
And I go back into, that and put that back on the manufacturer, but not even necessarily Ford as a manufacturer. All manufacturers across the board, when they put these maintenance reminder lights in these things and saying, change your oil when the light comes on,
BS.
And it's, I can show you almost on a daily basis the stuff back here that, man, if we would have maintained it just a little bit
more often
or a little bit better, one way or the other, the number of repairs that wouldn't have to be completed.
Yep.
It's huge for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, next one on the list, Doug says, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Same to you, buddy. Can't wait for your motorsports open house. It's always a good time. That's coming up February 15th.
It's right around the corner.
And that's going to be here before we know it too. Exciting. That's kind of what kicks off race season stuff too. We're ready in full bore. We just got back from PRI last weekend. Had a great show at PRI. Had fun with that white truck.
Yeah.
In the half put together modified we had on display there at PRI. That was a great show at PRI. The most people I think I've ever seen at PRI. So that's good. That's exciting.
I would agree. Attendance was huge. And then I don't know. I was sitting there several times trying to gauge okay, what brought more people to the booth, whether it was the truck or the modified or what. But honestly, they both were getting, there was something for everybody. For sure.
I didn't want to walk around more than what I got to and stuff like that too, but I didn't get to with it because we were so busy in the booth and stuff, talking to all the different people and stuff too from that start. So, that's what we're in gear now. We're already started working on that. Another thing we're going to do, it's not really open to the public, but we're going to be having a February 1st. We're inviting all the IMCA tech guys and promoters here to Mel Hambelton Racing. And Dave Brin, the head of tech, is going to be here, and we're going to have on display each one of the division cars, and we're going to have the new frame that Speedway made for the metric cars, and then also there's a new motor package for the A-mods. We're going to have all the parts and everything on display. We're going to bring the tech guys in and have a tech class to get these guys teched up better, to know how to tech these cars when they come through after the top 4 of the heats or top 4 of the feature, whatever it might be that each track's going to do. And we're going to bring those tech guys in, the promoters in, and have a day full of learning how to tech and learn all the, how do you want to say, cheating stuff?
Yeah. Not following the rules. Actually, the rules that were left for interpretation.
Now, I'm going to say, left for interpretation. Or not a rule breaker, but a rule maker.
The reason that they had to make the rule was because of you, is what you're saying.
Not me.
Well, no, I mean, because
I have never, ever been DQ'd.
No. I mean, the reason that they had to make the rule was because
I'm not been in that situation either.
Because of something you had done.
No, not that me.
That there wasn't a rule on.
Not me.
Okay.
Not me. I know a few people have been that way, though. I get somebody on the phone, if he could call in and he'd tell you stories about
probably
that too, that I know of for
couple
sure.
Of them for sure. I'm kind of reading ahead on post here a little bit, but
yeah. Yeah, we agree. That's right. Shiver, change your oil.
Alert the press.
Alert the press. Yeah, it's the first time in the history that we've all agreed on that part. And I don't care what make or model you is, if you don't maintain it, you don't take care of it. But if you do maintain your car or truck or whatever it is, I really am going to put it out there and tell you that everybody's got a good prior train.
Yeah,
okay.
I would agree with that.
But if you don't maintain it, nobody's power train is worth a shit.
Yeah.
They just can't. It's crucial how much hotter these engines are running. And I still go back to my dad's days when we were in there changing oil on cars at 3,000 miles. About every 200 miles, they'd roll in and we'd be checking all this stuff. And really, technically, we need to be doing the same check. But now we're going 5,000 miles before we should.
Yeah,
sometimes it's 10,000 miles for that part too. So it's just preventative maintenance goes a long way with these cars, and it's kind of that Fram commercial way back when. Pay me now or pay me later, whatever you want to do.
Whichever one you'd prefer, right?
Yeah. So anyway, kind of crazy. What other questions we got coming down through there? Yeah, PRI is a great show. If you wanted to walk PRI in the 3 days, I don't think you could walk every aisle, every place, and see every vendor.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Got another caller coming in. We'll get the caller on the phone here real quick, but I just don't think you could. So, and that's the next thing is, okay, Thomas, please change the oil, change the car every 3,000 miles on it. It might go at 248,000 miles. So I'm sure that's exactly right. So that's the next thing. Let's take that 5,000 mile interval. If you're doing real short trips on your car, that interval now has dropped to back to the 3,000 miles from that part. And changing that oil and getting the certified tech to look that car over and inspect it and see things before it gets there. Can't tell you the value in that. Can't tell you the value in that at all. Angie, I can't figure out my app. Will you be able to help me reinstall it? I'm sure you're talking about
the Ford Pass app.
Ford Pass. Yes, Angie, no problem at all. Love to help you with that. It's very simple, very easy. I get it. Sometimes these tech things can be difficult to understand and I shouldn't say understand, get to work.
Well, and what happens is, your phone goes through updates all the time. Yep. The vehicle goes through updates all the time. And then, the app itself goes through updates, and it's just trying to get everybody on the same page. And I know every time they'll do an update, you get a kind of a slew of people that forgot their password or need help getting it set back up, which I get for sure. But also, you got to keep in mind, every time it goes through one of those, they're improving the product, right? They're making it more.
Whoa! You want to say that again?
Yeah, and easy. That's one.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, let's go to the phones and talk to Kelly. Kelly, you're on live with Under the Hood. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Doing great.
Hey, question for you. So when you're filling up your vehicle, is it a good idea to top it off, or do you just let it stop when it stops?
Well,
At the pump.
I know what I do.
Yeah.
I stuff as much in there as I can stuff in it myself.
The correct answer is stop it when it stops.
So
Yeah, the correct answer is stop it when it stops. When you continue to feel that, then you're not leaving room for the fuel expansion and stuff like that, and then eventually you would get fuel in the charcoal canister and the vent system. But I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's the only time I guess the right way to stuff it like I stuff them is because I want to get as much in so I don't have to stop as often as I'm sitting there trying to do. But that's just my old date. Back how many, pump gas in my dad's station, you step in and have that big old hole, you step back and keep pumping that thing to make sure get all the way to the top. Okay, good.
That's like this comment earlier on, though, on working on a carburetor versus the vehicles today. You could that same car, you could see fumes coming out the fuel tank going down the highway.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the real answer is as soon as it clicks off, pull the nozzle out is what you really need to be doing. But again, if you're going to take off and you're filling it up and you're heading on a long road trip or something, I'm not sure stuffing it full would be a bad situation. But if on a normal everyday deal, I would put it on the first click, let it fill up, and when it clicks off, pull the nozzle, be done.
And I don't know. I think the pumps are more accurate, or the vehicles are more accurate, especially with these capless fuel systems and stuff like that. Like when they click, it's pretty well full. You may be able to get another $1 or $2 in there, but
well, the other thing they've done too at the stations, they've made them put restrictors in there to they can only flow so many gallons per minute coming out of that nozzle.
Yeah.
So it can't flow as a lot of fuel. So again, that's giving it time to breathe and do what it needs to do.
Just to make sure that you're getting it completely full.
Yeah, exactly.
But that is a great question.
Good to know.
What do you do?
I fill as much as I can. But I heard that if you do it that way, you could burn a valve too. So.
I disagree with that.
I don't think you're going to do any permanent or any motor damage, but I do believe that you could affect the evap system in the vehicle, which again, is going to give you a check engine light or prematurely wear a evap component for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate the info, guys. Thank you.
You bet.
Great
Merry
question.
Christmas. Thanks, buddy. Have a good day. All right, let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. Doug Brinker says you have to cheat to eat. You can do that for a little bit, Doug, but then they'll catch you.
Oh, that's back to the rules. the left for interpretation rules.
Yeah, I get it. But there's variance in all those rules, and you're right. There's
if somebody's not testing the boundaries, though, like I don't know.
Well, that's why we're doing this tech class. I mean, there's so many places with complain about how tech goes and what it does, how you check these cars and stuff too. And it goes back to what do you tech, because you can't tech the whole car. There's physically no way physically possible to have everything teched. You got to do something. So basically what happens is someone starts winning, everybody thinks they're cheating.
Yeah,
got to figure out where they're cheating. What is it? So the light bulb goes on and the lights focuses on those cars or those couple cars or whatever it might be, and get scrutinized.
Can you imagine? I don't know this, but like the rule book for like NASCAR or something like that.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine the bylaws and how freaking?
I bet that thing's huge.
You think it? I don't know.
When someone gets penalized, section 123-456. Yeah, so
when I don't know. That's
just think about that a minute. Just the body on a NASCAR, they used to have that template laid over
just
in the middle,
over the top of it.
Now they put them in a booth and they got lasers just make
shoots it all out,
the whole car.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's again back to technology and stuff too from that part. But so anyway, yes, we're gonna have that tech class February 1st, and it's not invited to the public. It's not invited for racers. It's strictly for track promoters, for IMCA and their tech guys to come in. And we're going to spend the whole day.
I think Jared was going to try and get in that tech class. I don't know.
That's way over his head. Way over his head. He'll look at that stuff and don't know what he's even looking at. So anyway, it'll be a fun day, February 1st. We're going to spend all day here. And like I said, Speedway's bringing in that new metric frame so we can know how to tech that. And they're bringing in the new parts of that new tech motor, spec motor that's going to be a new motor. You can run in the A mods from that part. So exciting time. Then February 15th will be the race open house. So we've got a busy time, and then race season is really kind of going.
Yeah.
From that part.
Got to be right around the corner. That's for sure.
Jeremy Kane wants us to ring him an energy drink. My battery's getting low. Hate to guess where he's at today.
Yeah.
So
how about let's say you have a company and you need some wheels before the end of the year. What's the buy? Of course, if it was a company, you'd be looking at Transits, Super Duty, stuff like that. Typically, normally, huh?
We've got our best inventory that we've had in 4 years on new cars. So these companies I've already sold. I can't tell you how many sold this month already, just on companies coming in on year end stuff, needing to spend some money and stuff too. But it's the first time 4 years being able to have stuff available, ready to go. I've got 4 trucks sitting out here right now. The guy's going to pick up today.
Yeah.
That's strictly company trucks. And so that part. So Transits, we got a slew of them finally. We've never had those forever. Super Duties, we got over 100 of those sitting here in stock. All the way down from the high end all the way down to the work trucks. And that's 2 of them that's getting picked up today. Is a couple of work trucks. F-150 Ford just came out just Wednesday and threw more money at F-150s, Escapes, Bronco Sports, in the full-size Bronco. So there's all kinds of deals right now. The rebates are back. We've got over 700 new Fords sitting here on the ground, which is cool. That's the best number we've seen, again, like that in 4 years. And here's the next thing is, I'll challenge any Ford dealer out there, if you got a bigger inventory than I got, I'm going to promise you in about a 5-state area, no one's got what we got, because I've been fighting for all this inventory to be back to availability and everything we've got. So lots of specials, lots of things out there. Lots of options. I mean, there's options from the purchase price now to buy. We have our flex buy now too, which is a variable payment, which is good in some instances, not all.
Yeah.
And then leasing. I'm telling you, Ford has come back with a great lease program that's been gone because they couldn't control what the residual value is going to be. Now they kind of know. And I'm telling you, some of these lease payments and stuff look pretty good out there. There's a lot of great stuff. And I'm going to tell you, I went to my first lease class in 1985, and I would never bought another car after that. I leased every one of them just because the options that you have with a lease versus that. And on a lease, the only thing you can get yourself burned on, if you don't put enough miles in your lease, you drive too many miles as a consumer. That's the only way. You got a shorter commitment. You only pay sales tax on a payment. You don't pay sales tax on the full deal. At the end of 36 months, you got options. You can buy it, trade it, walk away from it. If you're in a purchase price, guess what? And you want to trade in 36 months, you're stuck for whatever it might be from that far. Jared wants free barrels of oil. Really? He's something else today. What do you think he's drinking up there in Tipton, Kansas?
He's on his way. He's coming to pick up some oil. So,
he's coming to get some oil, huh?
He thinks
for what?
He thinks they're free.
Well, he thinks. Let me get a hold of that ticket for a minute. His little remarks up there is going to cost him a few dollars if I get a hold of that ticket. So, barrels of oil free. Yeah, that's what we like to do, Jared. Just give stuff away. Just give it for free. So anyway, 316-462-3673. Let's get the phones ringing. Let's take some more calls and stuff like that too. And everybody, I'm going to have to kick off here in about 6 minutes. So Jared, if you want to stab me anymore or whatever, hey,
let's get her done.
Let's get her done. Let's get her done there, buddy. From that part. So, but anyway, 25 trucks are on their way. Lots of
that'll be probably the next 25 model that we see is the F-150. You think?
Maybe Super Duty.
Oh, really? You think you'll see that?
I don't know which one's getting here quicker. They're both. I got lots of those being built right now. So yeah, it might be.
Yeah,
I don't know. It could be. I mean, the 25 Mustangs are close. The 25 Bronco Sports are close. The full-size Broncos are close. Everything's pretty close.
The Expedition, I think, will be probably the biggest change.
That is the biggest change we have for 2025. And Jeff was asking about that earlier. And just looked the other day. I've got about 20 in production. I've got 6 sold orders in there. Everything's all scheduled, built, but looks like everything's going to be here, like they said, in March. Yeah, that's when we're going to start seeing them. I wish it was sooner than that, but that is what it is. Can't change that part of it. You know what I mean?
That trimmer edition, I think, will be pretty.
In the Expedition, that looked very cool. Yeah. I think it's a neat looking option, and I think we're almost going to have a trimmer line in about every product line we've got coming through there too. So anyway, what else, Josh?
just definitely if you're doing some holiday travel, make sure that you're checking over your tires, the
Especially
oil
this cold
levels,
weather.
stuff like that. You got to make sure you make it from point A to point B. So
Remember, today's the last day to get into our quick lane until the 26th. So we're going to be closed after today. Be here today till 5. Sales will be here till 5 too. So if you need anything we can help you with there too, let us know. But anyway, Josh, I say let's kick it off. I need to go to a funeral that I don't want to go to.
Yeah.
Everybody, our hours, we're here today till 5, and then we are closed. Of course, Sunday, and then we're closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Back at it the 26th, the regular hours the rest of the week. Close out the year on Tuesday. Can't believe the year's over from that part too. So everybody have a Merry Christmas. We'll get to talk to you next Saturday again before we close out the year to say Happy New Year. But everybody have a Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Have fun. And we'll talk to you next Saturday at 9 o'clock. Everybody, talk to you soon.